Hey guys, it's Luke here, and this is another edition of LuclearFusion. So today's kit is the LEGO Speed Champions 2020 Ferrari F-8 Tributo. Let's get into it. So on the screen behind me, we can take a look at the front of the box. Now you'll notice that we have the obvious little Ferrari logo, and a really cool picture of the F-8 Tributo driving on a coastline road with this really cool, looks like Italian landscape with this castle in here, and I really like it, and this might be my favorite LEGO box art ever. Now we obviously have the LEGO Speed Champions box art with the checkered flag, and on the side here we have all of our set information as the number for the age, the set number, name, and part count. Let's get into the review, and most importantly, the build. So now that we're finally finished, we can take a look at the car as a whole. First impressions, this thing looks really cool, and I love how it looks. They've nailed the look of the F-8 Tributo. Now, 8 studs wide is definitely the way to go for LEGO for the Speed Champions cars, because you'll notice that the Audi that I've reviewed previously and this F-8 Tributo look way better than the 6 stud wide cars such as the Camaro or the F40 that I've also done. By the way, check out those videos, they're great. Back to this car. The first thing that I've noticed with it is that the wheels here might be a little too small. We'll see all the good and bad things in this car when we take a closer look right now. Let's do it. Here is the finished model. I think it looks really cool, and I love all of the detail that LEGO has put into this. If we move on to the front side, you can see these little brick-built details, just parts overlapping parts. It looks really cool, and I love that LEGO has done this to give us some extra detail inside the grille. Now you can see that the intake in here is built of black parts just to give it like that cool void look until you see the shine in the light. Now you also have these red Nexonite shields with black printing, and this provides that void look pretty cool, and you can use those in future mocks. On these headlights, these probably look familiar because they look very similar to the 488 and 458 cars, because the F8 is the replacement for those two cars, and I think it's pretty cool that Ferrari has kept that look and made it look very cool. Now here we have this Ferrari sticker, and that's just the badge for the front, and it's pretty cool. The outtake for the front intake is there, and it's pretty cool that they've added that detail, again black for the void. On the side, you can see that shine that this car has, and it's really cool because Ferraris I always think of as fast supercars that should always look shiny and nice. For these wheels, we have basic Speed Champions 5-spoke wheels, and again those look really cool, and I like how they look. Now these mirrors are a little bit big in my opinion, but they still look cool, and I like how they've used those quarter round tiles just to give it that look. We also have the side look, and you can see that we have that intake right there, and that's pretty cool that they've included that, I should say, because that's also in the 488 car and of course the F8 car. Now on the side you can see that we have these little printed tiles or plates, and these have the little Ferrari logo, which save us from having to put that Ferrari logo on the side of a plate. Now again, moving up to the whole area here, you can see how those two pieces match, and they look very nice and have that cool black void just kind of splitting up the body lines and making the whole car look amazing. Now up top we have this red print here, and that's just the roof, and it saves us from having to put a sticker wrapping around the whole roof piece, and if they have clear to go over the windshield, you might get bubbles and that would look kind of bad.
Now on the side we have a black sticker, or a red and black sticker, to match the window line. It's cool that they've introduced that sticker so that we can put it on this piece and just make the whole car look very smooth and go together well. I also really like how these two parts here fit, and this looks very complete, very smooth, really nice, and I love how those two pieces together. If we flip the car up to the back, you can really see these red lines that they've made here with these stickers that match up perfect with that sloped 1x4, or I should say 2x4 brick. Now, here we have this really cool line made up with bricks with that little 2x2 slanted tile, and it's really cool, and I just love how this looks. Here we have a black tile starting off the window, and we go up to this little stairway window in the back. It looks really cool and kinda like sends a tribute to the Ferrari F-8 and looks really cool, and I just really like how that looks. Here at the back of the car, you can really see all the cool details. Now, on the side here, we have these really cool red pieces that almost perfectly match up with this bottom black bumper. Now, underneath there, you can see that there's those black pieces in the middle, and those are actually prints on 1x4 two-studded tiles, and it's really cool. If I can get this piece off, I can show you. And there you can see that it is indeed a print, and that's also how they attach those red pieces on the side. It's pretty cool that they printed that, and it gives us more prints for future mocks. Now, you can also see that we have these really cool 4 taillights and these 2 tailpipes, which are also really awesome. And I think they have 4 taillights because of the name Tributo. Could be a tribute to past Ferraris like the F-8 that also had 4 taillights. Now on the top here, we have this tiny 1x4 plate, or tile rather, spoiler here, and it's really cool. However, I wish it was a little bit bigger, just because I think the bigger the wing on the car, the cooler it looks. Let's go on to the figures. Here we have our figure. It looks really cool, and I really like all the printings, very crisp and detailed. It comes with a normal black helmet with a clear visor. You can see that there's no printing, just a plain old black helmet. It's cool that he comes with this and a hairpiece just in case you want to daily drive your Ferrari. He comes with a prickly hairpiece and a stubbly face. He also has a really cool jacket with some jeans on, and this jacket you can see also has a little Ferrari shirt underneath, and I think it's really cool that LEGO puts that kind of detail into their figures, that you can tell what kind of shirt they're wearing underneath their jacket. Now, no printing on the legs, and on the back, you just see the back of his jacket with his shirt kind of peeking out underneath there. And there's no printing on the sides, none of that. Let's go on to the overview.
Overall, I think this kit is really cool. The figure has lots of detail with his little shirt and jacket. The car has tons of detail. The figure looks great. The car looks amazing, and all the details are very cool. Now, be sure to like, subscribe, smack the bell, check out our Instagram at LuclearFusion, where you can see a build guide on how to convert this to a Ferrari 488. Now, I'll see you next time on LuclearFusion. Here are 2 amazing Ferrari kits. Now, you'll notice that this one is skinny, stubby, and kind of tall and weird. And this one is really awesome, wide, and low. That is because of the 6 stud wide format compared to the 8 stud wide format. I mentioned I'd do a comparison in my F-8 video, and here we are. So here is obviously the F-8 and the F-8 Tributo, and just all around these cars look completely different because this one looks way better because it's all 8 stud wide and wider, and it just looks way more like the real car than the F-8. I think LEGO should make remakes of all of their 6 stud wide cars to turn them into 8 stud wide cars, even if they just made them like a couple months ago. I think it would look way better and a lot more people would buy them. I definitely know I would probably buy a lot of them just to review on this channel. And I'll see you next time on LuclearFusion.